Hey everyone! Well, we're here. We're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are heading on over to r/anti-MLM, filtering by top post of this week and seeing what bizarre things the HUNs have been up to. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all my fun links. And I believe that is all I have to say for the intro. I have nothing else to add. Let's get started. Another former Elamir rep defending jumping to another MLM. PSA for the trash talkers and salty naysayers over me doing another online endeavor. I hope you heal. Truth is, my heart was missing something. I joined the network marketing world to make a difference, and in it I found my passion to help women reach their goals, to find confidence, inspire them to do more while they too inspire me. Helping others reach their fitness goals and learning balance. That's what lights my soul. So in the midst of feeling like something was missing, I found something different. I'm 100% okay with earning my following's trust back. I'm okay with showing the whole world my process and progress. I know I've lost credibility, and I'm okay with that too. Helping people from a health and wellness perspective has and will be my only priority. I will not apologize for falling in love with the best dang comp plan I've ever seen, and products that truly are making an impact upon their first sample. And it's them holding 2 pills. Is it 2? What am I looking at? 2 orange pills. Yeah, you really showed them. You really showed your haters. Or naysayers. I love that. It's like, you come on and you talk all this wonderful stuff about Elamir and how amazing it is and how it's the best thing ever, and probably pretty similarly in verbiage to this post besides like the first half. And then like a few weeks, months later, whatever it is, you're like, well, yeah, see, now I'm doing something different because this is actually my passion. This is the product that people actually fall in love with, not the other one that I was promoting and claiming that everybody will love and I loved and it was my passion. That's the thing. Everything is your passion. Every time you join a new MLM, it's your passion. People see through that and people will call you out on it. And when you continuously do things like this, and yeah, you break people's trust, then you should, I don't know, maybe apologize for it, or maybe take a step back and realize that this is, it's not about chasing the product, it's about chasing the comp plan, the MLM that sounds the best. The product is whatever. Obviously they said I found a comp plan that's the best dang one that I fell in love with. So you're chasing the potential of the best way to make money, not necessarily the product, which makes sense. I mean, that's just what an MLM is. We really are chasing the comp plan, and whichever one can easily make you the most money via recruitment, or maybe sales are a decent part of it. But yeah, when you join one MLM and you talk about how amazing, wonderful, and it's a life-changing opportunity and it's going to change yours and you love it, and then shortly after you jump ship and you're promoting an entirely different MLM in the same way, people are going to see through that, and people don't like that. They're like, well, I thought the other one was the best one ever. So they start to see through you, because apparently you refuse to see the reality that it is the MLM companies as a whole that are the problem and not chasing the product or the comp plan. It is MLMs as a whole and the way that they go about only caring about recruitment, and you need to make money through recruitment. So when you have lost credibility, which is kind of very, very important when it comes to being in an MLM, because you need people to trust you, yeah, that's not a good look. See what the comments say on this one. Salty naysayers equals people I've lied to. They're just haters and scammed. And she's okay with that. Yeah, I guess so. Also, when you come off just so aggressive in a post, you come off really hateful in this. My husband's Facebook was hacked and someone thought MLM recruitment was the way to respond. And so the scam message says, look, I found an old photo of you, and it's a link to something. And the person responds, LOL, you must keep getting hacked. What's up, man? It's been a minute. I'm just preparing for having another kiddo come next month. Crazy stuff. Another big thing is I've been put in charge of building a team that wants to go big, and I think you'd dominate with us. Plus, it'd be legit to work with you, bro. What's been keeping you busy lately? Probably being hacked multiple times, or at least in general, having your Facebook hacked. I think that's what has been keeping them busy. Also, the fact that they clearly are aware that they've been hacked, yet they still are like, you know, maybe after they get their account back, they'll read this message and be so compelled by my pitch and want to work with me that they have no other choice but to say yes. And it's just like, really? You are clearly seeing that they were hacked. You said it yourself, and yet you still go into the pitch. That's how desperate they are. They will pitch to hackers. They don't care. I mean, to scammers also, because whenever you click on this, maybe they somehow get your information and they can do stuff with that. So I guess a scam for a scam, right? Facebook acquaintance posted this to be funny, and the comments got spicy. No one person that tried to get me to join a pyramid scheme years ago is rich now. Some of the comments say, but you were in a pyramid scheme. You have a manager who makes more than you, and above them is the boss who makes more money than you. Then there's the owner who makes more money than you. Most businesses are pyramid schemes. Oh, and schools and governments. That was so difficult to read because they didn't use a single period or a comma. It is one long run-on sentence, and maybe instead of being in an MLM, they should go back to the pyramid scheme of school. Learn how to use just a period. That's all I ask. Somebody else said, did the manager have to pay money to join? That's the difference between an MLM and a job. Sure they did. College tuition. And someone said, yeah, that's not the same. Before I continue, I absolutely agree, especially like depending on the job, because they will say everything is a pyramid scheme. So they say every job is basically a pyramid scheme. But a good portion of jobs out there don't require you to go to college, and some people just work their way up. Some people start their own legitimate businesses and hire employees by, I don't know, paying them. So shockingly, not everything is a pyramid scheme. But again, the argument that we can't be a pyramid scheme, everything is a pyramid scheme, or we can't be a pyramid scheme, you're a pyramid scheme, not a good argument. The comments continue on, and it says, the difference between a MLM is that you have the potential to earn as much, if not more money than the person who signed you up. Does an employee make more money than the CEO? No, not unless they become the CEO. Oh, also, you do not have to pay money to be part of a MLM. You only pay if you decide to do the business, which usually means investing in your business. Okay. They continue on with, not always about getting rich either, about making that extra money to afford to live on this expensive little island of ours. Pays for food, gas, and my kids' private school tuition without me having to go out and get a second job. And then they did the typical post where it's like CEO, manager, supervisors, employees. Like, it looks like a pyramid. This person clearly got very upset, and it's funny because they're trying to say that everything is a pyramid scheme, but also, like, aren't pyramid schemes illegal, so wouldn't everything be illegal and shut down? Also, I thought schools were a pyramid scheme, so why are your kids in school if you believe it's a pyramid scheme? What was the other thing they said? They said, oh, does an employee make more money than the CEO? The CEO doesn't recruit people. They hire people. There's a difference. They hire people, so they pay the people money to work for them, not the other way around. And then to say, also, you do not have to pay money to be part of a MLM. Yes, you do. You have to give the MLM money in order to be a distributor or whatever they want to call themselves for that MLM. So to say, you don't have to, but if you want it to be your own business, then you have to. So you contradicted yourself there. I have to see what the comments say on this one. I really hate the manipulative false equivalences. They're bad at making them. They're also bad at discerning them. Their rationalizations are a smorgasbord of logical fallacies. Oh, that is a good one. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, they were just so... I don't know if this was the same person. I'm going to say that it probably was, but it's like to be so affected and upset at something you see on Facebook because somebody said like, oh, a pyramid scheme, which is funny because like they didn't say in their original post MLM, but somebody coming and defending their MLM of not being a pyramid scheme is interesting because they didn't say MLM, they just said pyramid scheme. So I don't know why you're getting all hurt and coming to the defense of MLMs when they didn't say MLM. So unless you also believe that it may be a pyramid scheme, why do you need to come to its defense? Also, like I say all the time, it has to be absolutely exhausting every day, all the time, to be defending yourself against not being something illegal and being a pyramid scheme. Like, maybe if you're spending so much energy defending something for not being a pyramid scheme, maybe take a step back and think, am I in a pyramid scheme? Alright, so it looks like this post was on a Facebook community yard sale group, and it says, for sale as a lot. I will not separate. They need gone, or I'm taking them to a consignment shop. Over 60 items, if not more. Tons with tags still. Some have been worn, no holes or rips if worn. The total for all is well over 2,500 if added up. All sizes, I think a few larges, extra large, and a few 2XL. Smoke-free home, pickup only in the location, smoke-free home, you already said that. Cross-posted, no hold, cash only. Any questions, please message me. My loss is definitely your gain. And they're selling it for $350, and it is all LuLaRoe items. That is so, when I see stuff like this, like, it is really sad because clearly this person thought that they could make a LuLaRoe business work, and they probably paid, like they said, maybe not $2,500 because that could be the retail price, but they were probably at least over $1,000 is what they spent on all this, and they're just trying to get $350 back. And here's the thing is that even if they do take it to a consignment shop, I doubt that they will even want it. They probably get so much LuLaRoe, so they probably will say like no, and this person will end up having to just donate it to Goodwill. Like we see in this Reddit group, a lot of LuLaRoe goes to Goodwill, and you just see racks and racks of Goodwill of LuLaRoe. Also Goodwill, I guess. But also, like, to say, like, oh, pickup only. Maybe they don't have a car, so I'm not gonna, like, say otherwise, but it's like, maybe you could also separate it just to get some money to say, like, oh, my loss is your gain. It's like, it would only be their gain if they really loved LuLaRoe and they were, like, really good at it and they had some pieces that maybe somebody could sell because they were decently high up in LuLaRoe. But I doubt it, so it's like, take what you can get. Like, sell them individually, sell them on Poshmark or eBay or Mercari, and if not, then, you know, maybe be willing to drop them off, drive them to someone for a little bit of extra money instead of the pickup only and saying cash only. I mean, I guess that's so you don't get scammed, but because arguably they've already been scammed once from just joining LuLaRoe and having way too many pieces. How, did they say? Yeah, over 60 pieces, if not more. This is just really sad to see. OP originally said, it's been 8 hours and there hasn't been a single interaction with this post. So sad. They really are probably just trying to make some of their money back, but it really is just going to be a loss, I think, on their part, and just something that hopefully they realize, like, they spent so much money on this and they are really losing out, because that's just how it is when you have to get into these MLMs that require you to have so much inventory, and they claim you don't have to hold inventory, yet with LuLaRoe and especially Paparazzi, all they do is hold inventory. Also Scentsy, they hold a lot of inventory. I'm trying to think, what other ones hold a lot of inventory? I guess any of the apparel ones, jewelry ones, anything that like is like a product that typically goes out of stock a lot, so you want to have like, you want to be the go-to person who has a lot of stock. Monate probably, Arbonne, I guess anything, really all of them that, you know, they claim you don't have to hold inventory, but it's weird how majority of them hold inventory. See what the comments say on this one. I have no clue why one individual would want all this unless they're taking it to a homeless shelter. It's too much for one family to wear and includes a ton of out-of-style patterns. A better way to market it is to sell it in batches of the same size, like 10 leggings, size medium for $30 or something. At least people won't have a crap ton of leggings of various sizes they can't even fit that'll just take up space. Absolutely. Like, how many people want a variety of maybe the same pattern in different sizes? Like, if you had like a large and then you also had a 2XL, you're like, well, I obviously am not going to wear both. And yeah, they really should just like group them into leggings, shirts, dresses, or sell them individually in sizes maybe, because yeah, just a whole lump sum and it's like, you have to pay $350, come get them. Oh, don't worry, it's your gain. No, I really think it is the person trying to sell it loss and gain, because whoever wants to buy this, unless, like I said, they absolutely love LuLaRoe, it's definitely a loss for them. This new Herbalife front tried to host a networking event and no one showed up. Despite no one showed up, we showed for ourselves in the networking event. Oh God, no wonder nobody showed up. And social media will put their wins all the time. Well, this could be considered a loss, but we practice telling our stories when the opportunities come knocking at the door and having a no problem attitude. Better to be prepared when the opportunity comes than not be prepared. Hashtag no problem, hashtag network marketing, hashtag networking, hashtag Mark Hughes. There's a picture of 4 people standing in an empty Herbalife shop. That is, oh, that's, maybe that shows you something, that people saw through what you were trying to do. And also, like, again, with the way they word these things, like, it takes 2 seconds to reread what you said in your head. And does it make sense in your head? No, just maybe reword some things. Like, in social media will put their wins all the time. In social media? You mean on social media? People will put their wins all the time? I'm gonna go with that. But either way, I'm very happy that nobody showed up. Like, it's sad for them that they're like, not excited, because I think they clearly are aware that like this this didn't go how they expected. But it's nice to see that people see through what they are honestly trying to do, and that is just recruit people and make money off of them. The fact that Herbalife can just keep opening up these shops in places, and it's just this front. It's just this pretty packaged front for recruitment. Like, people will join or be hired by them, and they will be required to like bring their own equipment, basically pay to work there. And it's, I mean, all of them are different, of course, but it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, we all know what they are honestly trying to do, and they'll say like, oh, bring your friends and family, you know, have them come try the shakes and stuff. And they will basically pay people in commission on whatever sales they make throughout the day. Like, that is not a good way to run a business, and that's probably why a majority of MLMs don't have storefronts. See what the comments say on this. This is so embarrassing. Why would you put that online? It doesn't make you look like a place to go. Are they actually expecting folks to show up for a future networking event? Honestly, I feel like they failed because they're obviously not using enough hashtags on their post. My neighbor MLM HUN has at least 20 of them with every post. A shocking lack of emojis and pants. And pants? Oh. I was like, what are they talking about? Okay, so in this picture, this person is wearing like pink pants, but from afar it looks like skin tone on them. So it looks like they just aren't wearing pants. Oh yeah, there's no professionalism here. This woman gave birth less than 24 hours ago and is still at the hospital, yet here she is shilling her magic shake. There's no better time to focus on good nutrition than after the birth of a baby. The woman's body literally grows a whole person through its body stores. It only makes sense to make sure we replenish those nutrients as well as we can after. I'm so thankful for such a beneficial, quick, and easy routine. And it's for Thrive, the chocolate lifestyle mix. Ew. And yeah, she's clearly still in the hospital. You just gave birth. You should be resting. You should be focusing on your baby. The last thing you need to be doing is posting on social media, trying to shill your stupid shake that nobody wants. And maybe somebody will see this and maybe she's using it as a way to, you know, people are like, oh my God, congratulations, you just had a baby. I want to support you. I'll buy your MLM product. It's like, just give her the money. She'll go a lot further than you buying a Thrive shake that probably tastes like chalk. I don't know. It's just so sad. These people are so, it is so ingrained in them to promote that right after you had a baby, you created life, and you are posting this picture, and of course they would say like, oh, this took 4 seconds out of my day, 5, seconds out of my day. It may have, but there's probably a bunch of people commenting, and you have to talk to them, and it just takes time away from your baby. And it's like, put all that energy, put all of this energy towards your new baby. Don't put it towards this. Don't worry about this. In pretty much every other mainstream job out there, when you take maternity leave, you get time to focus on your baby. You don't have to do this. And even if it's your own business, right? You make up your own hours. You're choosing hours after, even 12 hours after, to be posting on social media about this instead of being with your baby and resting. It's so sad. It's really sad. Comments say, you know what else replenishes nutrients? Real food. Just eat food. I didn't eat for 3 days while I was in labor because I threw up during every single contraction. If someone offered me a shake instead of a meal after that, after what I went through, I would have gotten violent. It kind of looks like she hasn't even opened it. Like, it looks like she just has like a cup of water and she's just promoting the shake. So maybe she herself cannot even have it. She's just promoting it to other people. Because it's like, I don't think she's drinking it. It's like, oh, I'm replenishing my nutrients with this closed package and water. It's like, I'm totally going to use this after this post. Hey, if she doesn't, good for her. But either way, I recommend getting off social media and also leaving the MLM. Alright, we've reached the end of the video. We all know what that means. It is meme time, and it says, when the Elamir hype train crashes and burns. Aw, did somebody get addicted to hyped up turmeric? It's like, boo! Or, yellow Listerine strips. That's another one. It's interesting how much they hyped up Elamir like crazy, and now they're jumping ship because they're realizing like this stuff is, once it, went to market, people can actually start purchasing it. They realized that nobody wanted to purchase it, and the only people who were purchasing it were people who thought that they could make a livable income off of this, life-changing money, because they saw a bunch of people who did it only because they had like 17 layers of downlines. Yeah, that could be it. Once you really start trying to sell the product and you realize, we only have one product, it's an overpriced product, and people don't want it. Yeah, I think I gotta get out of this, which is good. I think they should, but of course they're just jumping ship to other MLMs out there that have better comp plans. I just feel like with this specific one, maybe it was my dyslexia and I was reading things wrong, but I just feel like people were not using punctuation in this, and there was a lot of run-on sentences, or people were not proofreading their stuff. Again, I get misspelling something, or I get, missing a word because it autocorrects or something, but like, just take a second. You're supposed to be a business owner, right? Like, you're supposed to be representing your company. So why don't you just look at your post before posting it and make sure that it sounds at least like coherent and that it is what you are trying to say? That's an option. But of course, they are hardworking boss babes and man bots. What are the bro bots? That's what they're called. Hardworking boss babes and bro bots who don't even have the time, because they're so busy making so much money, to proofread anything or use punctuation. They got no time for that because they're just so successful. Alright, you guys, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!